Today, we're doing a full tour of this 24-hour spa in China. You've probably seen these popping up all over your social media feed. Endless buffets, these saunas, people living their best pampered lives. And you've probably wondered what it's actually like beyond the quick highlight reels. Whether it's actually worth the hype, how much it all costs, what's actually included, and the overnight options. That's what everyone wants to know. Well, I asked the staff for you, and you're gonna be so surprised by the options available at the spa. I was shocked. And one of the options is so much fun. I can see kids going crazy for it, so you really need to see it. And later in the video, I'll also share some pro tips on how to get the most for your money if you're planning to visit yourself. By the way, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, welcome. I'm Lynn and I started this channel to help travelers like yourself prepare for China. I share everything from detailed how-to guides to practical tips that will help you save time and money, and also fun experiences like this that you really shouldn't miss. Basically everything you need to know, so if you have China in your travel plans, you should definitely subscribe. And if you're looking for some amazing resources like a free guide telling you what to download, what to pack, and more, definitely check out the link in my description after this video. You'll also find there other resources like my guide on how to save money in China. This is everything I wish I had known before my first trip, as it would have saved me so much money. So definitely check that out. Alright, with that, let's get onto the tour. This spa is located on a lower level of a mall, and I picked it for two reasons. First off, it had lots of good reviews for the food, which is my main motive today, and every day. A lot of these spas advertise free food, but it's really just fruits and drinks, and I'm looking for actual meals. And second, the price seemed very fair given the amenities. So upon entry, the front desk will take your shoes and give you a wristband that acts as your keycard and wallet during your stay, should you opt for add-ons. They'll then usually lead you to the changing room to put away your stuff and give you a spa outfit. However, because there was only 10 minutes left until lunch service was ending, they rushed me in to grab lunch first, which is why I'm looking super out of place, but very grateful for their thoughtfulness. Speaking of lunch, this is what's offered. Options, noodles, rice, dumplings, eggs, corn, sweet potato, some porridge, some kind of stir-fried chili. Ask for soup noodles here, dim sum here, salad bar, fresh made barbecue, and then there's also oden, although these taste a little bit weird. Desserts here, a lot of stir fried veggies here, some shrimp. There's randomly some axolotls here, which are a strange choice of decor. Let me also show you the buffet schedule. This is important to know so that you don't miss a meal like I nearly just did. So they have 4 different buffet sessions every day at these hours, and the menu changes throughout the day. If you do miss the buffet though, or if you want to continue snacking in between, there are also plenty of other options available throughout the day. Starting with the fruits self-service station, there are oranges, mangoes, dragon fruit, grapes, apples, coconuts, pineapples, and more. Everything's already cut up into bite-sized pieces ready to eat. I don't really like fruit to be honest, but the fruits here were so fresh and sweet, and I ended up having quite a few helpings of mangoes, dragon fruits, and coconuts. And if you're looking for something heavier, there's also unlimited ice cream on demand. These popsicles as well as Haagen-Dazs. There's also this snack corner where the first burger and drink here is complimentary. So this one isn't all you can eat like the buffet. There's also a ton of drink options. It's like a fever dream, with lots of China exclusive fruit and yogurt flavors that I've been wanting to try. Now skipping forward to the dinner buffet so you can see what's served then. Dinner, we got some hot entrees, some braised pork belly, pork knuckles, noodles, dumplings, vegetables, crayfish, we got more dim sum, cute little faces. More noodles.
Got some grilled flounder, barbecue, some skewers, and some oysters.
It's worth noting that they don't have lobster or caviar like what you see at some other spas. But given the super affordable price point, which I'll share later, I was more than impressed by the options, ingredients quality, and the solid flavors, far above what I would normally expect for a buffet. Alright, so once you've eaten your fill, you'll want to check out the rest of the amenities, so let's explore the spa. Starting with this game area where there are pool tables at the front, and then when you turn the corner, there is a full arcade setup with all types of machines. There's also this gaming console area with PlayStations where you can game with friends, as well as this bead crafting area if you're looking for a more relaxing activity. These do cost extra, but the prices are fairly affordable. For example, it's 30 yuan for 2 hours for the PlayStations. Then there's the karaoke booths to sing your heart out, quite a few mahjong rooms, as well as a desktop gaming area. It's like an upgraded PC cafe experience. There's also a dedicated smoking area that's closed off, which is super great. And there's even a kids play area with kid-sized furniture, toys, and books. And then here there's a space to work at if needed. Forget work from home, work from spa is much cooler. Massages are of course offered as well, but just note that unless you purchase a package that includes it, there is additional charge, and here is the pricing table. Then we have here a sauna with salt beds, and then there's also a separate bathing area. If you're looking to lounge and relax though, there are many places to rest, from this large open area with the beanbags, to cozy nooks scattered throughout the spa. Now, if you're looking to stay overnight, there are quite a lot of options here, perfect for solo travelers or groups alike. The first option are these capsule pods. I tried it out to see if it would be too cramped or make me feel claustrophobic, and surprisingly, it's not cramped at all. There is a TV and the cushion mat is fairly comfortable, with pillows and blankets available if needed. A second option are these recliners that go completely flat and turn into a bed. These are tucked away in a quiet corner and what I chose for my nap. The most fun option though has to be these tents, where you can have a glamping experience. There's even camp chairs around a fake campfire. These are all included in the entry price, but if you stay overnight, I believe they said it would be an extra 70 yuan per person. And if you want a more traditional sleeping space, the spa also has a section of hotel rooms that you can book. If you want one of these rooms, they will cost an additional 200 yuan, which is surprisingly cheap. And there's no limit on the number of people allowed, although they recommend 2 to 3. There is a couple of different room types, some with a single queen-size bed and others with 2 single beds. All come with a full bathroom, including showers, and can be a great idea if you have a lot of luggage that you want easy access to during your stay. What do you guys think? Would you stay at one of these spas instead of a hotel? Alright, so I bet by this point you just want to know how much this all costs and how you can go yourself. I purchased the entry ticket in advance as it's much cheaper than the price at the door, and I'll share the direct link in the description. I chose the shortest package, which back then was 6 hours. It looks like they now bumped it up to 8 hours. And I paid a total of just shy of 200 RMB, which is under 30 USD. So given that I had 2 very good meals, unlimited drinks, fruits, and more, and all activities, I think that's an insane value. I mean, I knew the price coming in, but still, after experiencing all that, I was kind of expecting them to tack on some charge at the end, but somehow there wasn't, and I'm still in shock. And even if you stay overnight, if you do the math, even with the 200 RMB on top of it, we're talking under 100 USD for a hotel room and unlimited food and just everything that you saw. Now, if you want to get the most out of your money, I highly recommend that you visit on a weekday. The entry price is about 20% less than the weekend price, and more importantly, it's much less crowded. You can see from my footage that there's very few people on a random weekday afternoon. There's fewer people at the buffet, there's no lines for anything, and overall it's just a quieter, more spa-like vibe. So if you're visiting Shanghai or any other city, I highly recommend you look out for one of these and take a day to relax and experience it. It's great as a rest day between sightseeing days or as an indoor activity day when the weather is not so great. It's such a fun and uniquely China thing to build into your trip, and I can see everyone from solo travelers to families or a group of friends all enjoying this. I know I did, and may just stay here next time instead of a normal hotel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to tap the like button, subscribe, and thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one.